No. No. We'll leave that one.
Yeah, a bit of that.
What was it?
And what's the time?
I ain't got budgies.
Hello, love, how are you? Welcome to Big Brother's Little Brother. I hope you're very well. On the show today, best-selling author Marion Keyes is here.
Hi, Dermot. Hi.
She's going to be telling us what she thinks about this year's housemates. We've got a very interesting little bit with her about potential storylines for the housemates as the weeks go on. Also, Emma's here again. Hello there, Emma. Today's Cool BBLB. Oh, and she is in a mental mood. Today's Cool BBLB is simply Ask Emma. We kick off, as we always do, with Little Brother's big news. OK, yesterday saw the housemates up in arms over someone's poor target practice. It seems there's a phantom weir in the house, creating mess whenever they go. Shell has her suspicions as to the culprit.
Oh, OK, why is there so much toilet paper on the floor?
Because someone's weeing on the floor. I'm not going to step all over that.
Well, can somebody refrain from weeing on the floor?
Ahmed.
Is it? What's that?
I came in just as he'd been on the toilet, and someone, I don't know whether him or not, but he just left the toilet seat up, and there's pee all the way around.
Oh, that's disgusting.
He blames Ahmed for everything. Last night gave our babies the chance to replace one of their missing housemates by allowing them to build a plaster cast model using the best bits of themselves. Being the face of the model created problems for Michelle.
Why don't you use a fork, darling? Stick a fork up there. It's all right. You can do it, darling.
Okay, I'll just use your skin. I'll just pull your skin and you can pull the bit down.
No idea to let Michael Myers into the house. And today saw Jason break his own personal best by spending a whopping 69 minutes preening himself in front of the mirror, shaving his chest, moisturising, and of course, fake tanning. He loves himself so much. That was All Brothers Big News. So anyway, you know, yesterday when we did Cool BBLB and it was Ask Our Emma, we only got to ask her 3 questions. So today it's Ask Our Emma again. Hello, Emma.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm over here.
Oh, hi. He said, look in the camera.
I know. It's those directors, they play all sorts of tricks with you. Are you looking forward to answering some more questions?
Oh, God, yeah.
And you're going to be spotting for us again today, aren't you? Having a look what's going on in the house?
Yep.
OK, these are the numbers to call or text your comments to Emma. Some say Big Brother is like a novel you can't put down. I don't know who they are, but some of them say it. Here to talk about the recent goings-on is international best-selling author Marion Keyes, everyone. Hello, Marion.
You are so lovely.
Am I so lovely?
You are so lovely.
Everyone was clapping over that, so they didn't
Yes.
quite hear you say that
Oh,
I am
say it
so
again.
lovely.
You are so lovely.
Hello, Marion, thanks a lot for coming on.
It's my pleasure. I am so thrilled to be here. I might faint. If I do, carry on.
Fantastic.
I love it.
For the layman, talk about just the style of novels you do for
OK,
us.
I write comedies, and I write comedies about ordinary people living through ordinary stuff, like disastrous relationships and crappy jobs and shoe addictions.
Yeah.
I call a lot of my own personal experience when writing these novels.
Well, you're in the right place.
Yes,
You know,
it's
shoe
all about
addictions,
relationships.
nasty
Yes.
relationships. Absolutely,
Yes.
it's perfect. You're a big fan of the show,
I
which is
love
why
it.
you agreed to come on.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that. How are you enjoying this series so far, and what do you like about
It's
it?
the most compelling so far. I mean, the characters, when they first came on, I thought, oh my God, what a freak show. but they're actually much more complex than, you know, the first impression.
Yeah.
So I've loved all the series, but this one I think is my favourite.
OK, well, when we heard you were coming on, we thought we have to do something relevant for this. So
Okay.
every story has a beginning, a
All
middle
right.
and an end.
Yeah.
Before the housemates entered the house, we asked them what the title of their autobiography would be. We want to ask you, if you're writing a novel about the housemates, how you think that story would turn out, all right? So we've picked 3 or 4 in particular. Marco's
Okay.
biography, we're going to kick off with, would be called The Idiot's Guide to Being Bitchy, but I also like getting drunk and having fun too. Let's have a look at Marco to start with.
Do I really have to mention? I'm sorry, tomorrow I'll just not have fun, yeah? What I'll do, I'll just sit in bed all day. That's what I'll do, yeah? I did come here to just have a good laugh, and that's what I'm trying to do.
All right, Marion, Marco, the entertainer with the sensitive side. How is his story going to go, do you think?
I think if I was writing a book about Marco, he would star in a very tough guy SAS-style novel. He would become a secret... Yes, he would become an integral part of the SAS training.
Right.
Because, you know, they have to go through all kinds of terrible endurance things, like crawling over leech-infested swamps and everything. I think he would be put into a room with them, and he would sing and he would shriek and he would dance and he would pelt them with profiteroles and chicken wings. And if they could survive
like a Trojan
that...
horse, you think he'd sort of bring down the system from within?
Yes, but if they could survive Marco, they can survive anything. Yes, and then, of course, it will be time for him to return to his own planet.
Yes.
And that will be the end of that.
Do you like Marco?
I quite like Marco. I think he's a lot of fun because I'm outside here. If I was in the house, I would either kill him or kill myself.
Yeah, OK, good. Good, I'm glad I touched on that
Yes.
subject. OK, at the moment we've got our very own Big Brother love story, which I'm
yes.
sure you love,
Yes.
Stuart and Michelle.
Yes, yes.
Now, Stuart's autobiography would be called Become More Than You Are, which is a little bit too go-getting for my liking. Michelle's would be a very different How to Wax Your Bikini line in 60 seconds.
Don't you love it?
Now, we've merged the 2 titles of the biographies together. This is what we got.
We're caught in a trap.
You're a bit of a shy.
Too much, baby.
I know I need to like sort of realign what I'm thinking and stuff, you know.
You know, I'm really enjoying all my time here and everything, and it's wicked. But the only thing that sort of is unclear in my own mind is just kind of like my relationship with Michelle.
What do you think of those 2?
Well...
Oh, hello, you're not happy, are you?
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, Stuart has intimated that if he wasn't in the house, that he would, of course, you know...
Do the deed.
Yes, but obviously when he comes out, he is going to break into a run, and he is going to keep on running until he can run no more. Then he is going to enter the witness protection programme and completely drop out of sight and change his identity. Michelle, of course, is not going to give up.
Yes.
She is going to track him
she'll
down.
track him.
Yes, and she'll hire a private detective, and years from now she'll find him, and he will be married with 4 children, but he will now be a busty blonde woman.
Yeah.
So he will be no good to her anymore. So she will hook up with the private detective that helped her find him, and then they will open a chicken sanctuary together where old and knackered chickens who've been sent out to the knacker's yard and are no good anymore, you know, she'll take them in, she'll give them a lovely home. It'll be a happy ending for all of them, but not with each other.
It's life
Definitely not with
imitating
each
art.
No, not with each other.
Do you think anything's going to happen with those 2 in the next couple of weeks?
I don't. I really don't. I absolutely...
It's gone as far as it can
yes,
go, really.
Exactly.
Stuart's in control of that relationship
He
now,
so
isn't
is, and it's terrible when she says, I'm not going to beg, and then she begs.
Yeah.
You know, don't
Or she
do
walks
it.
away and then comes back 2 minutes later and goes,
yeah,
I said I wasn't going to beg.
Yes, more
Bah.
comebacks than Frank Sinatra, you know?
OK. Finally, Nadia. Now, Nadia is an old romantic at heart.
Yes.
We love her. Her autobiography would be called Between 2 Kisses. Let's take a look at her.
I need to feel desired. I need to feel like I am the most amazing woman in the world.
I know all there is to know about the crying game. I've had my share of the crying game.
Did you hear about that guy? Like, he had like the transsexual operation, and then he changed back because he was actually gay and he just couldn't accept it, so he pretended that he wanted to be a woman.
Don't
maybe that will be just a hope in the next week. Some Prince Charming will come in through the door. That will be like a hope for me.
Leaving no doubt what sex she is now, the lovely Nadia.
She
what
is
would you say
such a
about
girl.
Nadia? I mean, there's a lot to write about her already, isn't there?
Yes, there is, but I think, you know, we can give her a happy ending. You know, she is such a girl, and I think she can do that fabulously Euro trash thing very well. You know, she's got the chignon, and she's got the earrings and the high heels. And I think, you know, we can fix her up with some rich, old kind of Greek shipping magnate.
Smokes a lot.
Yeah, who will adore her and shower her with jewels, and she'll have a fabulous life on his yacht, and she will throw fabulous parties, and nobody will ever run out of cigarettes, and you know, they won't have any children, but she'll have a herd of those little yappy dogs, and they'll have diamondy collars.
Will she not adopt? I think she'd be a lovely mother.
No, I think she'd prefer the dogs, and she'd always have a dog in her handbag and maybe one sitting on her shoulder. And, you know, she'll be so happy, and it'll be a love match. They will adore each other.
Marion, lastly, who do you think is going to go Friday?
On Friday, I think it'll be Vanessa. And even though I think Dan has been wonderful over the past 6 days, I would prefer Vanessa to stay, even though I hate her.
Why?
Because she's cold and she's humourless and she's superior, and that carry on with herself and Jason. It's just enough to make the strongest stomachs lose their lunch, you know? It's just dreadful. I mean, he is repellent. She clearly finds him repellent. So what's the giggling and the jumping on him all about?
Yeah.
It's, you know, she's desperate for the attention.
Because
It's
women
just
are the dominant
dreadful,
sex, you see.
Dreadful, dreadful.
Oh, shut up. Marion, everybody!
Oh, I loved it.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, fantastic. OK, after the break, we'll be chatting to Emma, plus finding out what on earth goes on in here. Welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother, still to come. Ask Emma. Marion, fantastic as well. We've got a couple of minutes spare, so what I want to do is sort of show you around just a little bit of the Big Brother set, maybe that you haven't seen before. Obviously, we're starting outside. We're going to walk in now. This is a veritable Beaches Brook that our friends and family and audience have to contend with every single day. Could be the hottest day of the year, and that blooming puddle is always there. These are some of the bikes that people drive into work. Isn't that interesting? Lovely. This is a security guard, Leon. Hello there. Yes, of course you can. No worries. There's my pass there. It's Dermot O'Leary. And you got your pass there too? Yeah. So there you go. Oh, he's got a name on it, Dave. Thanks a lot. Cheers. You can't come in though because I'm getting picked up the camera. All right, let's go. Yes, obviously, you know, that's the outside. We see that quite a lot. This is Lise, who does my autocue. Hello, Lise, how are things?
Hi, good, Dermot.
Yeah, this link isn't on autocue. Is autocue quite tough, quite a hard job?
It's difficult following you, yes.
Oh, is it? Well, thanks a bunch. Trying to suss me out, right, lovely. She's a bit smart for a second, isn't she? That's Lise. And through here, that's our truck, and the Venus truck, as you can see, and through here, of course, is very familiar territory for you, I imagine. The old bank of monitors. Oh, hello. Always rousing eruptions in the background. These guys I equate to the same job as Jean-Michel Jarre. They press a lot of buttons and they make beautiful sounds. And over here's one of the directors. Hello, Vaughan.
Hey, how you doing?
How are things? You right?
Yeah, good, good.
Say hello to the Big Brother's Little Brother audience.
Hey, Big Brother's Little Brother audience.
All right, Vaughan, nice one. Now, Vaughan, director, just talk us through a little bit. I mean, how long do you have to work? What sort of shifts do you do?
We tend to work about a 5-day week, and here you've got a rack that shows all the cameras in the house, and so we're kind of just covering the events that go on throughout the week.
Sure. So if you do a 5-day week, then and how many hours will you spend here?
You tend to work here about 2 hours at a time,
yeah,
and then you go off, and because it's quite intense at times.
So how long is the shift?
The shift is about 10-hour shifts.
Okay, 10-hour shifts. So, yeah. And what times do you split it up? So are you here like one day you'll be here during the day, and the next day you'll be here during the night and stuff like that?
Yeah, we do a kind of shift pattern. So sometimes you're unfortunate, you have to cover all the overnight stuff. So you kind of you're there overnight.
Well, they never get to sleep, so that's not too bad, is it?
Well, no, you know, it can be a lot of fun. You know, depending on what's going on in the house.
And in relation to say, you know, stuff. Obviously, it was a very lively week last week. That's probably all we can say about it. But with that in mind, is your job quite difficult because there's so many storylines to cover at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, there's always a lot going on in the house, and so it's up to us to kind of focus on little stories that are going on, and then cover that, and then you know, give the people stuff. Good stuff for the edit.
Brilliant one, nice one. Thanks a lot. Cheers, appreciate your time. Up here, the loggers. I know you've seen all this, but it is interesting. These are the guys. These guys literally type. Look at them, like little spider fingers. So fast the way they just type absolutely everything as people are saying it. Lovely manicure you got there as well, by the way. And lastly, these two guys up here are the producers. Bit of a slow day, obviously. Now, over here is the Voice to God booth, as I've shown to you before. Just have a quick look in there. Yes, indeed. Witnesses some of the most strange and bizarre moments of Big Brother, where producers speak one-on-one to the housemates. Take a look at this.
Yo, yo, yo.
Why have I become Daniel?
Sit.
Officially, as it were.
Particularly tonight, Big Brother, your voice is very silky.
I don't mind, I'm just curious.
Husky.
Because your name's Daniel, Daniel.
Okay, thank you.
Big Brother will not be blackmailed.
This is Big Brother 2005. We're all here and we're all alive in the diary room.
This is going to be like a really embarrassing request. I haven't gone to the toilet, really. And I was just wondering if you could possibly organise some laxatives, because I'm feeling really clogged up.
Someone who's very familiar with the workings of the diary room, because she spent so long there, is Emma, who's spotting for us at the moment. Hello, darling.
Hi, David.
How are things?
I'm all right.
In your very own sort of little bedsit.
I know,
What's
it's
been
great.
going on? Here we go. Look, we've given you a notepad here. Emma's notes. What's happened and who's done it?
Sorry. I didn't know I was meant to be writing some.
Oh, Emma.
Oh, sorry. Oh, well, what's happened
What has happened then?
I think they're doing a play or something, and Nadia's got to go.
OK, cool. Everyone happy in the house?
Yeah, everyone's grand.
Lovely.
Yeah.
OK, when you were in the house, you loved talking to the voice of God, Big Brother.
The voice of God.
In diary room. You like that, didn't you?
I did like that.
What was it about it? Therapeutic for you?
Yeah, therapeutic, mystical.
Was it mystical?
It was mystical. No, it was the fact that I could waffle on with myself.
How many times do you think you visited the diary room in your time?
I don't know, but I think a lot.
Think a lot?
I think a lot.
You clocked in at a massive 108. Do you know who the only other person who talked more than you? Take a guess. Who's in there more than you?
I don't know.
Victor.
Victor?
Who's clocked up at this present time at 111. Have you any idea how much time... What did you just say?
Nothing.
Have you any idea how much time you spent in the diary?
No, I haven't got a budget.
9 hours, 52 minutes.
Is that a long time?
10 hours. I think that's pretty good.
I think that's long. Yeah, that's good, yeah.
But once again, not many people spoke longer.
Yeah.
We've worked out in that same time we could have seen all 3 of the Lord of the Rings films back to back, flying to Cairo and back, and counted to 35,520. But we're glad you spent all that time in the diary room because it gave us a little bit of ammunition to put together something to show you. Take a look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
are you ready?
Just need to chat with someone different. You're different. Well, not different, but you know what I mean? Oh, that song! I swear to God, please can you put that song on?
Here's your hot dogs.
Total we've come up with is 209. 98.
God damn it.
Yeah, we've got a frog, but I would keep it as a pet.
Oh, my favourite. Dance if you want. Because I got a party. I'm sure
What I'm pushing the couch for. And another thing, I keep getting a twitch in my nose. Like when I'm talking, it's like this nostril comes out at me and it's doing me. I love you.
I love you. What to do, what to be fun. Yeah.
Loving a bit of this as well. And we've also got a surprise for you.
Have you?
From the diary room. Take a little look at this. You might quite like it.
Serious?
Yeah.
This is for our departed lip gloss bitch, Emma. We really miss you. We wish you could be with us.
Yes, we wish you could be here with us.
We do miss you. We miss all the laughter
singing,
and the games
all the
and the singing.
pumping.
And stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll put our lip gloss on now.
I've not got mine.
This is our lip gloss for Emmy.
for the now departed
lip gloss
bitch.
bitch.
Yeah.
We love you, darling.
We love you too, yeah.
Oh, I love you too.
Don't you?
Oh, that's going to get me upset.
Is it?
Get it off
Go
now.
on, cry.
No, I'm not crying.
Go on, please.
No.
Who's your favourite?
All of them.
No, but there must be one.
No.
Yeah, there
Oh
is.
no, that's gonna be upset now.
No, it is really sad, you're right.
No, it is. It's really. Get it. Get
Emma,
over
you're going to be
it.
with us later on and call BBLB, aren't you? Thank you very much
I
for
will.
that. Normally on Tuesday, we'll be talking about nominations. However, this week for the first time, well, ever in history, to be honest with you, there's a nominations rollover, which means Dan and Vanessa are still up for eviction on Friday. Which one goes? You decide. These numbers are cool. OK, today's Cool BBLB is Ask Emma. Let's go straight to the phones. Hello there, Suzanne.
Hi, Dermot.
How are
Hi,
you?
Emma.
You're
I'm
right.
fine. How are you?
Not bad at all. Emma's going to cry.
Oh, bless.
I know, she is. You're going to cry. Cry.
No, I'm not
Cry.
crying. No, I'm not.
Go for it. Go for it then, Suzanne. What's your question?
Well, I just wanted to ask Emma, was there anyone in the house that you fancied?
Good question.
I did think I thought I fancied Stu, but as I say, I've got over that one.
Just
you?
Did you fancy anyone like when you first moved, when you first got in there, face value? Because that's always interesting, isn't it?
No, not really. No.
No?
No.
Stu?
No.
Who do you fancy, Suzanne?
No, none of them, unfortunately, not this year.
Oh, OK.
Oh.
Thank you anyway.
See ya.
Thanks. Bye.
Take care. Bye. Nice, wasn't she? Billy from Glasgow. Hello, Billy.
Hi, Dermot.
You're right.
Hi, Emma.
Hi, Billy.
Go
Not
for
too
it.
bad, mate. Now, we've seen from that short clip there, Emma's obviously going to keep in contact with Michelle, Nadia and Marco. Is there anyone else you'll keep in contact with after the show's over?
I'd like to keep in contact with all of them, but my lip gloss leap, I'd like to keep in contact with them because I love the bones. I love.
You're going to have
love
quite
them.
a good time with them.
Oh
when they
God,
come out,
yeah.
aren't you?
I'm going to have a wild time.
Thanks a lot, Billy.
Thanks,
No
Billy.
problem.
Emma, look at that camera there. Don't know why you're looking over there.
All right, I know.
That's all right. Emma from Bedfordshire. Hello.
Hi, you chicken.
Oh.
Hi,
Go for
guys.
it.
I was just wondering what the chances were of us hearing a single from you sometime in the future.
What? Sorry.
Releasing a single.
Oh well, I would absolutely love to do that, babe. I really would. I don't know what would happen. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully.
Got a good voice. The budgie song, perhaps.
The budgie song.
OK, lastly, Pat in Lincoln.
Yeah, I'd just like to know what's next for Emma.
Thanks,
More
Pat.
television?
Hi, Pat. Sorry, what's that, Pat?
What's next for you?
More
What do you want to do?
television? What are you going to do next?
Well, if someone wants to give me something in TV, they're more than welcome. I don't know, babe. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you to all the callers. Thanks to Emma and, of course, to Marion. Tonight on 7 o'clock, E4 Diary Room Uncut. Don't forget, main show tonight, 10 o'clock. See you tomorrow. Take care.